Hey, my fellow anglers and outdoor enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel, your go-to spot for all things fishing. Today, we're diving deep into the New Zealand waters for a comprehensive forecast on Tuesday, October 14th, 2025. It's spring, my friends, and that means the landscape is bursting with life, the waters are slowly warming, and our finned targets are starting to shake off that winter lethargy. But October 14th has some interesting quirks, making it a day where adaptability will be your best bait. This day could be surprisingly rewarding for those who read the water well, or it could test your patience. Stick with me, and I'll tell you exactly how to tackle these conditions and potentially land that trophy catch. Let's talk about our top targets for this specific spring day, friends. First up, our freshwater champions, brown and rainbow trout. October is prime time as many fishing seasons open, and these beauties are hungry after the winter. With rain forecasted, expect rivers to be a bit higher and possibly carrying some color. My advice? Focus on deeper pools, eddy lines, and the slower seams of currents where fish might be sheltering from faster flows and waiting for dislodged food. For tackle, if the water has some color, spin fishing with larger, brighter colored lures or soft baits can be incredibly effective to grab their attention. Fly anglers, go with weighted nymphs in larger sizes. The trout aren't being too picky at this time of year, they're looking for a substantial meal. Moving to the saltwater, especially around the North Island, we have the ever-popular snapper. Spring is a fantastic time as they start gathering in larger numbers. Look for them around reef edges, submerged structures, and in deeper gutters where they'll be migrating. Fresh pilchards, squid, or even soft plastics worked slowly along the bottom will be your best bet. Don't be afraid to try stray-lining fresh-cut bait in areas with a good current. And let's not forget the dependable kahawai. These hard fighters are a year-round staple and will be active in estuaries, river mouths, surf beaches, and rocky shorelines. If the going gets tough, a kahawai will often save the day. Small metal lures, spinners, or even a simple piece of pilchard on a flasher rig can entice them. They're often found smashing baitfish schools, so keep an eye out for any surface activity. Now for the nitty-gritty, the theoretical base that shapes our fishing endeavors. Let's break down the conditions for October 14th, 2025. Weather. We're looking at typical New Zealand spring weather, a bit of everything. Temperatures will be mild, around 19 degrees Celsius high and 12 degrees low in Auckland, and a cooler 15 degrees high and 7 degrees low in Wellington. Expect patchy to occasional rain across many regions, easing in some areas, but be prepared for showers. Wind will be a factor. Westerlies turning southerly in Auckland, and southeasterlies developing in Wellington, potentially strong in exposed areas. Sudden shifts in wind and atmospheric pressure, typical for spring, can make fish a bit finicky, so pay close attention to any changes. Water temperature. The good news is that after the colder winter months, water temperatures are on the rise across New Zealand. We're seeing averages around 15 to 18 degrees Celsius in the North Island coastal areas like Auckland, and a cooler 11 to 14 degrees Celsius in the South Island around Christchurch. This warming trend activates fish, increasing their metabolism and making them more inclined to feed. Moon phase. On October 14th, 2025, we'll be experiencing a waning crescent moon with around 34 to 46% illumination. Traditional fishing lore suggests that the waning crescent being closer to the new moon can mean weaker tides compared to a full or new moon. This might lead to a slightly slower bite in some saltwater areas, but fish are still driven by hunger in spring. Overall, fish activity. Generally, the fish in New Zealand are post-winter hungry and becoming more active. Trout will be on the prowl in freshwater, and snapper will be gathering in coastal areas. However, the unsettled weather with rain and variable winds could make them capricious. They'll be feeding, but perhaps in shorter, more intense bursts. Considering all these factors, my friends, I'm giving our overall fishing prognosis for October 14th, 2025, a capricious to good rating. The fish will be active and feeding voraciously after the winter, but the unpredictable spring weather with its rain and shifting winds might introduce short periods of finicky biting. This means those who can adapt their tactics to the changing conditions will find success. So there you have it, my fellow anglers. October 14th, 2025 promises some fantastic opportunities in New Zealand despite the classic spring unpredictability. Get out there, enjoy the breathtaking scenery, and may your lines be tight. No matter what you're targeting, remember to read the water, adapt your tactics, and most importantly, have fun. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more forecasts, and let me know in the comments below. What are your fishing plans for this week? Tight lines, everyone, and I'll catch you on the next one.